I bet that wasn't so bad, was it?
I decide when she goes home. Yeah, why? Were you expecting something else?
You've managed to keep this one alive.
Want sugar with that?
Well, it's not exactly my first rodeo.
Said, stay there! I think your man just did. You're sharp as a tack, PC Tinker. Got it?
Like the cowardly little nobody you really are.
Sorry. I've got more innocent people to arrest. You want me to spoil the ending?
Apparently, Corrie had a massive traitor-style murder reveal this week. What murder? Because it was nothing but back-to-back balcony kiss on Twitter. And as a 2-second kiss flooded the timeline worldwide, yeah, drama was brewing. Cue Chingate. Yes, it was the word on everyone's lips. Because apparently, Carla can't get hers on Lisa's. Philly, is that the most absurd thing you've ever heard? Or pretty much just on par for the Swarla fans?
It's absolutely on par for a portion of the Swarla fandom to claim.
Yep. Yeah.
Wasn't there talk of homophobia or something? It was a very strange week.
There was a lot of things being thrown around. I missed the start of it. It had been going for hours when I saw it. I'm like, what the fuck is Chingate? And I messaged someone. I'm like, guys, what's Chingate? And they're like, what is Chingate?
Well, you had to kind of alert me to it because obviously I'm not a regular Twitter user anymore because of all of this nonsense. Anyway, I think the thing with these Chingate moments, and there must be hundreds of them in the last 2 years, which in itself is quite cracker, is that it's like a little snowball. Like it sort of starts quite innocuously always, and then someone is like, "You're talking shit. No, you're talking," and then suddenly it's out of control. It's like, and you're at the bottom with a massive boulder of snow, waiting for it to hit you inadvertently as you stand admiring the view.
Yeah, I think someone says one thing and then someone takes it the wrong way, and then somebody else puts their 2 cents in, and then the outrage is based on the outrage on the outrage on the outrage and not the actual thing that's happening, I don't think, because honestly...
Well, that's Twitter.
Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I know that I pay attention to the little details, but I can't... I'll be honest. I haven't been tracking the placement of where Carla's kisses land. I haven't done my job properly, guys. I have to be better in the future.
Yes.
I'll have to map it out.
You will. I mean,
so fucking ridiculous.
I watched it, and I was like, quite innocently and totally innocuously, all I thought of that, I obviously understand that there's more to the episode, but I was like, oh, what a moment. That's wonderful. Hurrah! And didn't think anything more of it. And then eventually, obviously, you and I had discussed it during the week, and I was like, oh, what? Like, but it reminds me, do you remember like back in the day where the only way you really communicated with people on the internet was message boards?
Yeah.
Were you geeky enough for message boards? And do you remember the rules? Like, there were actual... Oh, so like forums had rules. So if you... Oh, I am a total dork. Yeah, I used to be on there talking about Carl Kennedy when I was 14. I am really, really square.
Of course
anyway.
You were. What were the rules about that? No making fun of Carl singing.
No making fun of Carl at all. He is a god amongst men. Not the point. The point being, there were rules. You couldn't swear. You couldn't be rude to people. You couldn't even correct people's grammar. I kind of wish the internet was still like that.
Yeah, look.
I can't believe there was any negativity about a snogging.
I know. It was a 2-second scene. I wasn't expecting it. Like, I was expecting to eventually see the kiss because it was obviously...
Hold up. You're saying it was 2 seconds?
Yeah, it was 2 seconds. I counted it.
It felt like an hour to me.
It was 2 seconds. But literally, it was the only thing anyone was talking about after that episode.
Quite right.
The only thing.
Quite right, too. It was a great kiss. What's wrong with it?
Yeah. I mean, what else was there to talk about?
Oh, God.
It was awesome. And we had waited long enough for it. We knew it was coming, and we finally got it. But however, I wasn't actually expecting it on that day because I wasn't expecting Carla and Lisa in that episode at all, actually, because I've been pretty busy, so I hadn't seen the cast list, and I didn't know if they were going to be in the episode. And I actually, because it was going to be this, big kit dinner party, I thought that they weren't going to be in it. So I was actually, I was pleasantly surprised to see Lisa, and then I was delighted to see the two of them making out on the balcony under the fireworks.
I knew something was afoot because you texted me and about you didn't spoil anything, but you were like, have you seen the episode yet? And I'd totally forgotten it was the dinner party and the reveal, but then I was like, Ali wouldn't text me about that. She knows neither of us particularly care. So I knew something was coming. I just didn't know where. Like there were moments like, Radio Lisa. That was great.
If you were in the area around that time, please think. Did you see anything suspicious?
So I was like, no, it can't be that. That's not enough. So I was just waiting, really, for whatever it was. And then when it came, I was like, no way. This is brilliant.
2 seconds, but totally worth it.
2 seconds, but honestly, it felt like forever. It was such a lovely moment.
And
I loved it.
I can honestly, hand on heart, tell you that I was not focused on where her lips were placed.
Imagine if people went round in real life looking and somebody's snogging someone in the background and you just go up to them and go, excuse me, you're not snogging correctly here.
You've actually missed the target here.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah. I did message one person. Her response was, I don't know why everyone's all outraged now. It's been happening since, last year. Okay.
I can't believe we're still talking about it.
I know. So, I was so entertained by how ridiculous it all was.
Oh, my God. It consistently amazes me how into Swarla we are as well, right?
Yeah.
We're doing a podcast about it, but I like to think we've got some element of sanity about us. Well, having just said that, I did talk about Carl Kennedy and message boards and 14-year-olds. So yeah, I'm in no position to call myself sane.
You're underage, I'll allow it. It's fine. Okay, you've grown up now,
But
and you know better. You're still on those message boards, and you're still talking about Carl Kennedy, and he hasn't been on TV in 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, the insanity of it consistently surprises me because I think, well, then it's been they've been together a long time now, Swarla, and yet the snowball keeps going.
I think it's gone has it intensified?
I think in moments it has. I think people are filling the void, aren't they, with their own drama.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of that.
So we better actually talk about this episode.
I know. So I think first we hear Lisa before we see her because she's on the radio.
Anyone with any information can call our anonymous phone line on 0161 496 0501.
And I did think, because then they throws to Danielle.
Our children need to know the truth. So please help us if you can.
And I thought, there's a lot of Danielle in here. And I even at the end of the episode, I was like, maybe is there still a chance that Danielle? Because there was a lot of Danielle where she didn't need to be, I thought, At the end of the episode, I was holding on to the hope that maybe there was another twist coming, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, it does seem a long time since I thought Christina might be involved in the murder in some way. And even longer ago that I thought it might be Maggie that died.
Maggie that died? Still alive, she is. So, what do we get? So we got Lisa on the radio, and then she's strolling across to the cabin and runs into Kit and Sarah.
Morning.
Well, before that, you get the DS Connor Swain mention on the radio.
Yes.
Proud moment.
By the radio announcer.
Thanks for your time this morning, DS Connor Swain.
The first time we'd heard it on the radio, so that's nice.
Sure, that is a tenuous first. But yes, the first time she had been referred to as DS Connor Swain on the radio.
It's important, the detail.
And then we get...
We heard Danielle's appeal, not a dry eye in the house.
That's the idea, isn't it? Pull at the heartstrings, focus people's minds.
Well, let's hope it works, eh?
Well, find out soon enough, won't we?
So Kit has pretty much been mocking this appeal, hasn't he, since last episode. I mean, he doesn't think there needs to be an appeal because he's pretty sure that it was Gary. Oh, Kit, how wrong you are, buddy. How wrong you are going to be. I did think the way that they had done a promo and sort of marketed this episode, I did think that the dinner party part of it was going to play... Well, I thought most of it was going to play out at the dinner party, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It was like a very small portion of the episode.
Yes. And they never ate.
I thought they missed a trick there because they could have had the whole episode at the dinner party and they could have been eating and there could have been barbs back and forth. That would have been really... I think they missed a really good opportunity to have that conversation and build that tension. I thought that would have been excellent. And then have it culminate in someone, breaking a glass, throwing over a chair and storming out and the accusations. And look, I don't mind bitching Maria.
I'm a fan when she gets a bit out of control. She's a very controlled character, Maria, normally, and she's quite sort of anodyne.
Boring. She's boring, mate. She's boring.
Yes, anodyne is a polite way of saying boring.
Yes.
But yes, I enjoyed that. But more than that, I really loved her hair. I thought her hair looked splendid.
Oh, she looked fab. She really dressed up for this dinner party, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful woman.
I'm going to make a scene. I might as well look fabulous while I do it.
Yeah, and a scene she did make.
Oh, she did. She definitely did. What was this dish that fucking, like, what the hell? Baked gnocchi.
Yeah, it didn't sound, I mean, didn't it have some sort of steak in it or beef or something?
It looked awful.
It didn't look good.
It didn't look good at all. Like, what was he? Oh, gross. Doesn't matter. No one's eating it anyway. Summer's just getting smashed in the corner. Todd's like, what's happening? Yeah, because it really did throw me, because obviously this was supposed to be 2 separate episodes, wasn't it? Not one episode. But the way it was, the way it's fallen and the way that it was so they've got basically a couple of scenes that have been filmed with their fancy camera like it's an episode of The Traitors. And then they've filled the rest of the episode out with normal scenes. And it was quite jarring, wasn't it?
It was, and I say this every time. I don't know whether this is because I'm a middle-aged woman going particularly blind, but the contrasts were different. The lighting was like, I was like, what? I can't get used to this.
They've chucked the edgy, moody filter on the dinner party.
They did, yeah, and everything else was kind of quite light. It was a bit like, oh, my eyes took a while to adjust.
Yeah.
There's a line in the dinner party which Maria spits out, which I don't understand, and if you could explain it to me, it would be very helpful.
Yeah.
She says, 1 Sarah and 1 Gary equals 2 cheeks. What does that even mean?
No. 2 cheats, as in cheaters. Two cheeks.
Oh, because for a week I've been like, what's 2 cheeks mean? Is this like some reference that I don't get? Like some kind of down with the kids?
What else about because I don't have many other thoughts about the dinner party.
Well, I've got a good one actually, and it pertains to one of my favourite incidental subjects about soaps. The songs.
Yeah.
Throughout the episode, there were loads and loads of songs. And for a while, I was like,
yes.
Oh, the songs relate to the storyline. So you had If You're Getting Down, as in Theo fell off the balcony.
Yeah.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. The female of the species is more deadly than the male. You had that.
Yes.
You had If You Tolerate This, Then Your Kids Will Be Next. And then you had This Is a Low by Blur. But the one that I was like, it can't be that because one of these songs doesn't fit into that category. And that song, before I'd seen the whole episode, was This Kiss by Faith Hill. And of course, by the end of the episode, I was like, oh, it does fit. Oh, that's clever.
Bit of Faith Hill.
I loved that. The songs were perfect. And I thought it was quite clever.
Are you someone that likes the addition of music to the soap or not?
Yeah, I'm the opposite of you. I think you don't like that sort of stuff. You talked about how expensive it is as well once.
No. I have spoken about how expensive it is, and I sometimes don't get the point of spending the money for big name songs when it's sort of just I don't think it really helps the storyline. And I get it. Like when you want to use a good song, I get it. Like, I've been at work and gone, oh, can I use the... No, you have to use the production music. We're not paying for that. Okay, fine. But I don't mind the music. I think, because Neighbours has always had it. And so I think I've just always grown up with it. It's not a weird... Like, I hear a lot of people say, well, we don't have music in Corrie. And generally seems to be the thing of your UK soaps is that they don't really use music that much. And it's more of a newer thing. But Neighbours has always used it.
It has,
so I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me.
Well, I just thought it was interesting how they suggested quite early on that Sarah was going to be the killer because of the female of the species. I thought that was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
It's still absurd, obviously.
We get to the reveal, and were you shocked that it was Sarah?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah.
And then I was
shocked and disappointed at the same time.
Disappointed? I was just a bit confused. I was like, what? Wait, what? We're saying she's the she's not a murderer. Like, that's so weird.
I mean, I at the set, I was like, oh, I really didn't think it was going to be Sarah. But at the same time, I was like, well, that just means there'll be no repercussions. She'll get away with this somehow, and we'll just move on because they're not going to get rid of Sarah Lou.
Yeah, there you go.
Sarah Lou, what did you do?
I love that. You text that to me and I was like, that's what the podcast should be called this week. Sarah Lou, what did you do? It explains why they're calling her Sarah Lou.
Why? What do you mean?
Because they're trying to remind us of like her legacy and her heritage.
Are you saying that it's not because you joined the pod and started referring to her as Sarah Lou and they were influenced?
Did I say that? I would never say that.
No, we made a joke. We made a joke about it because you've always called her Sarah Lou since you started on the pod. And then we noticed that they started calling her Sarah Lou. And we're like, that's odd. Because other people have noticed as well that they've started calling her that again. Maybe it is to soften her.
Well, it would make sense.
So, okay, here's another one. Do you think it was self-defense?
No.
Why? Okay, why don't you think it's self-defense?
I didn't feel like he was imminently about to kill her.
Okay, so he pretty much tricks her to come to the house and up onto the scaffolding. He's drunk. He's talking as if he's trying to make her believe that he's killed Todd or he's done something awful to Todd.
Yeah.
So he's drunk. He's got nothing left to lose. And she knows damn well what he's capable of because she saw how Todd was after he beat him.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're up on the scaffolding. There's no one around. She has no one to protect her. He is being aggressive. I think that is absolutely more than enough to genuinely believe that her life was in danger because he was being really aggressive. And I don't think if she was just to walk away, he would have let her do that.
Well, I mean, let's face it, she's going to get away with it either way, isn't she?
So either way, there's enough there. Like you know what?
What?
There is enough there that Kim Wallace will get her off. Kim Wallace will get her off this murder charge. Forget Adam Barlow. Get Kim Wallace. She'll get you off. She got Toya off. She'll get you off too. There's more than enough there for any decent lawyer to get her off this charge. Who's going to prove otherwise? There was no witnesses. Everyone will believe that he was menacing her. I think that's self-defense, mate. Easy.
I think the way they will get her off, and bearing in mind I am always wrong, is they will get her off by saying that when she was hit over the head, she forgot everything and it was self-defense, but she didn't remember it at the time.
Jodie legitimately, by hitting her over the head, Jodie actually did her a favour.
Yeah.
No one was thinking, oh, it was Sarah Lou because she was at the hospital with a concussion. So it actually really helped her.
Well, that's why I didn't think it was her, because I was like, oh, she was at the hospital the whole time. But yeah, Jodie's done her a right solid by whacking her over the head.
I'm not as sure as I was the other day when I said it to you, but I don't think Tina O'Brien's leaving the show, but it wouldn't surprise me if Mikey North left. And it wouldn't surprise me if Gary took the fall for Sarah.
Oh, what's some sort of romantic gesture?
Well, in that interview with Tina O'Brien, she did say that she was playing it as if Gary was her big love.
Yeah, which I mean, I must have missed something, but yeah.
So think about it this way. If I'm Maria and my husband has risked everything for his ex-girlfriend,
yeah,
even if they weren't having an affair, I think it probably would have been better if they were having a fucking affair. Because he could lose everything. And for what? Like, so he's been dragged into it and he let himself get dragged into it because he obviously still loves Sarah in some way. So he's going to lose Maria. And I wouldn't be surprised if he took the fall.
Yeah, ultimately, I think the intimacy of keeping that a secret is as you say, is worse than the affair. So if I were Maria, I'd be binning him off either way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we can have Kit and Maria hook up, proving that Weatherfield cops can't resist a Connor.
Yeah, they're all over the Connors. I felt the dinner party was a bit of a damp squib in general.
Yeah.
The amount that they promoted it, I thought, oh, this is going to be a cracker. And then I was like, it's actually quite boring.
Yeah. I think they over-promoted it and got everyone expecting that it was going to be a full episode of a dinner party roundtable tension when it was just a storyline in a regular episode.
Yeah.
Props to the promo people for making that work.
Yeah, yeah.
They did their job well.
Yeah, they did a lot with a little.
Oh, so at what point is Kit going to find out? Because the end of this episode, we think that Gary's going home to tell Maria what happened, but he didn't. He keeps it a secret still.
Nothing's really changed at this point, has it? No one else knows apart from us, the audience. So it doesn't really change anything other than, I suppose the idea is that the big reveal, because it's Sarah Lou and because she's such an integral character, you know, it's like we're meant to go, oh my God, this is so interesting and I'm so involved.
Not Sarah Lou.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, I don't.
She's going to have so much fun making bracelets in prison with Lou.
Sarah Lulu. Sarah Lulu?
Yes.
Lulu?
Lulu.
Too much. Maybe the general audience was more into it. But I mean, I looked on Instagram and I didn't see much sort of, this is the best storyline ever. Do you know what I mean? Which these things are meant to sort of elicit.
Yeah, I think people feel let down because you're calling it a murder mystery and it's not really a mystery. Like, there was no twist. Like, you've just made it really, really obvious. And that's the twist. There is no twist.
Well, and you would argue it's not a murder either.
Self-defense. What are you talking about?
So what would that make it? It would make it a
manslaughter.
It's a manslaughter mundanity.
Manslaughter. She'll be right. She won't serve a day.
No, I don't think she will. It would be interesting if Kit did find out, because would he cover for her?
So here's the thing. This is the big question. Like, this is genuinely the thing that I'm interested in now, because we have been wanting Lisa to get a work win for a really long time. We wanted her to solve this case. Now, what happens if she solves this case now? Everyone's still going to hate her because it's Sarah Lou and they don't want to see her go. Lisa's screwed again.
Yeah, as ever.
Fucking hell, she got a dud deal here.
She really did. It's so annoying.
If Kit finds out, he will then actively be working against her, which is going to be so fucking frustrating. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. But I am a bit annoyed because I can't see a way where Lisa gets a win in this at all.
There's no winning here.
There is no winning, no. And I feel like we should get a win after we watched over a year of that. Oh, I mean, I didn't watch it, but other people did. It was like that storyline dragged on for well over a year, and there's not really a payoff. And we wanted so badly. This was the time for Lisa to solve a case and put the right person in prison. But now, if she puts the right person in prison, well, maybe it's enough. Is it enough for her to bring the person to justice? But then there isn't enough evidence for a murder charge. Maybe that's the win, which will also be a letdown. But still, at least justice will be served.
Something's got to happen, right? There's got to be a payoff to this story. Well, I say a payoff. It's more like a couple of pennies, but there's got to be a payoff to the storyline. Yep. So she has to have, and it's a fairly moral thing, a soap. So eventually, baddies, you know, if you've done wrong, you have to get punished in some way. So they're going to have to do something with it. But God, it's so it's so ridiculous.
But Sarah's not a baddie. Sarah's not a baddie, though. That's the problem.
No, but she has pushed a man off a scaffolding, which, even as bad as he is, you know, there has to be some moral compass to it all.
She didn't push him off. He fell.
Okay, yeah. Well, whatever. There'll be some kind of justice to it, I would think. I mean, maybe the justice is he deserved it. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay, so hang on. How's this for justice?
Street justice.
Street justice. If Gary goes down for the murder, can we call that karma? R.I.P. Rana.
Oh, very good. Oh, I'm down with that.
Because he's technically got two bodies on his card now. He killed Rick Nealon, and he's killed Rana.
Yeah.
One of those was a bad dude, so we'll let him get away with it. But Rana didn't deserve to die, Gary.
Justice for Rana.
So maybe this is his karma. He's just desserts. Maybe it's his time.
Oh my God. I actually really like that. That's good. I like that.
Yep.
And, you know, it's always nice to be talking about street justice.
Street justice after the watershed. So I did think, so what did you think of him texting Danielle? This is where earlier in the week I was like, maybe Theo's not dead, because he texted Danielle. Danielle was all over the episode where she didn't need to be. And he's texting her. So she's going to go to see him. Maybe he's still alive and maybe she finishes him off, but it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore because they're talking like Sarah is the murderer or killer. Killer, not murderer, killer.
It's a soap, though, so anything could happen.
True.
And with this storyline, they've tried so hard to get sort of some, like, purchase from the audience with it that they... Maybe another twist wouldn't do it any harm. I mean, it can't do it any harm, really, frankly. It's a silly storyline.
I mean, how long until they're going to solve it now? I mean, come on, guys. We don't care.
And honestly... This whole episode was about a snog on a balcony, so we're happy days.
What body? What are you talking about? Do you think, because people were saying that his foot moved, did his foot move or did Gary move his foot?
Or was the actor just twitching?
Well, instantly people were like, oh, his foot moved, he's not dead. But then on rewatches, I think people were like, oh, might be Gary.
I love the level of detail that people go into.
Could be one of those situations. Remember when Joel died and his body was in the, and then people were saying that he was in a body bag, but it wasn't. And then it was like, I think they actually had to send Sharon Marshall out to say, guys, no, there was no body bag. Like, it may have looked like that, but that was a production error. So it could be one of those situations.
Yeah, it could just be a continuity error, which, again... The production team must rue the day they got Swarla on this show, because all of the fanatics are like, I can see everything, and like we notice everything. Well, I never pick up on anything, but yeah, it must be very aggravating to not be able to make a single mistake.
The person who does the continuity hates us.
Must absolutely loathe it.
I do appreciate that it's a very difficult job. And the more that the production gets pushed to do more and more and more with less and less and less, I do appreciate the job that they have to do. So I do get it.
It must be impossible.
It's like the episode that Becky returned. So when Carla went home, left them in the factory to talk. Carla went home, and the scene with her and Betsy and Ryan, Carla wasn't wearing her engagement ring. And oh my God, did Twitter freak out. They're like, oh my God, she's taking her ring off. It's over. And it turns out that it was a continuity error. It was on the next time. Like, it was nothing to see here. Like, what a time to make a mistake like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bad error.
Yeah, and we handled it very maturely, I thought.
I can only imagine how the internet was very, very calm and measured about their response.
So, the other thing in this episode, we saw Lisa at the pub and she was ordering...
Can I have a glass of red and an elderflower pressé, please?
Yes.
Don't care about the elderflower pressé?
What?
I thought you would.
Well, I mean...
You care about so many things in Dev's shop, but now all of a sudden you don't care about Lisa's drink order.
Well, I didn't want to react because I thought it was very self-interested of me, because all I was going to say was I really like and drink elderflower pressé as an alternative to booze. Was there some sort of conspiracy theory about it?
So yeah, a lot of people were like, what a weird drink choice. And they were criticising the drink of choice, which I'm assuming was Lisa, because I'm assuming she got the red wine for Carla, who was at the table but not actually seen. But I'm assuming she was there. So I didn't know what a pressé was. I had to look that up because we don't have that here.
Oh. But
I do love elderflower. I have elderflower cordial, and one of my favourite alcoholic drinks is, do you have Gordon's pink gin?
Yes. Have
you ever had the Gordon's elderflower gin?
Yeah, I drink gin and tonic with elderflower tonic.
This isn't with tonic, but it is the best. It's one of my favourites.
Well, I have a lesbian adjacent fact about elderflower for you. And that is, in the UK, the brand that is the most popular in terms of elderflower pressé is called Beaver Farm.
It's not. Really?
It is. It is spelt Belvoir, Belvoir, but it's pronounced, as far as I'm aware, Beaver.
Mate, okay, I didn't know that's how you pronounce it. That's the brand that I've got in my cupboard.
Maybe I'm wrong. There's a place in, like, where I grew up that's spelt like that, but everyone pronounces it Beaver, but I hope I've got that right. I pronounce it Beaver. Maybe that's just because I'm a raging homosexual.
Yeah, you continue calling it that, but I don't think that's what it is.
going round Waitrose going, excuse me, have you got any bottles of beaver? Any beaver?
Oh, but there's an L in it. How do you pronounce it with how? Oh, I don't know. I think someone was having you on when you were a kid.
Yes, the name Belvoir is pronounced, this is thank you Google, like the animal, beaver.
Fuck off.
Come on internet.
Beaver elderflower. I've got it in my cupboard. I can't believe that.
The lesbians have been drinking beaver all this time.
There you go. Here you go.
We have quite a lot of, as aforementioned, fuck you, Auntie. We have quite a lot of non-alcohol drinkers in our family. And so we have to have at parties quite a lot of alternatives. And beaver presse is one of the most popular. Little do they know they're drinking a cup of beaver, the bloody homophobes.
Fuck you, Auntie.
Fuck you, Auntie.
Have another beaver.
Have another beaver. Have a beaver on me.
God. So, Gemma says,
Oh, you just hate that elderflower stuff. It's like you got a gob full of perfume.
Gemma's not a fan.
Yeah, she's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. And then Lisa's like,
Nice sales technique there, Gemma.
and Gemma's too stupid to realise that was a dig.
Oh, Carlos.
I tell you what, as an aside from the beaver chat, there was a lot of moments of light relief this week that were funny. Gemma said some funny things. The usual Mary, Tracy. They were quite nice to have alongside all this murder nonsense.
They have been doing that. There has been a little bit more comedy throughout episodes than we're used to, which is good.
Yeah, I bet that's a deliberate choice as well, to try to up that a bit, because the general public who watch Coronation Street must enjoy that, and we enjoy that as the kind of slightly weird, obsessive underbelly.
Now, talking about slightly obsessive underbelly, not slightly, absolutely, completely obsessive Swarla fandom on Twitter.
Yep.
So Corey released on social media after the episode, they put a little social media bit called Script to Screen, and it was the script from the dinner party.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yep. And of course, people were like, release the Swarla scripts. If you want more engagement on your fucking posts.
My God, it would just be marvellous.
Oh, it would be wonderful. But the thing is, of course, people noticed that not a lot of direction in the scripts, because a lot of it is up to the actors, which of course had them all going, oh, all of those hair twirls and all of those little things that they do, that's all them.
Well, I'm sure it is.
Which it is. I mean, it is. Yeah.
I mean, if you're meant to portray a loving relationship, you're going to do it in ways that are comfortable and known to you. So if you're into hair, then that's going to be what you do. And long may it continue.
Yeah. They're just good actors, all right? Just good actors. They're dedicated to their craft, and we thank them for that.
Oh, absolutely love it.
So that was Monday. They weren't in Tuesday's episode. Tuesday's episode was really quite of a letdown after the letdown that was the reveal. There was no episode on Wednesday. And that brings us to today.
Hang on, I've got two things to say. One is, when last week's podcast you said they're in next week's episodes, but there's no spoilers, and I said, well, often when there's no spoilers about them,
yep,
it's the best content, which I think we can agree it was.
Yes, well done, yep.
And Tuesday's episode was indeed tedious, but it had a wonderful line, which was, what do you need a funnel for? I don't know, funneling stuff, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you, David Platt.
Which was followed up by, she stole my best funnel. My best funnel.
How many funnels you got there, Dave?
But,
he's great light relief in all the episodes. He's great. I love him.
Oh, David is he can steal a scene with one line. He's great. Was there anything else?
No. Wednesday there was no Coronation Street. I went to watch Harry Styles, and England were shit at football. I
forgot to ask, how was Harry Styles?
My God, it was so wonderful. Me and my girlfriend went. It was so positive. Everyone was so lovely, strangers talking to each other, dancing, and it was mega. It was so mega, and I was so pleased that I got to go and not bother with the football. By the way, Ali, just to update you, it may not come home.
You were so confident last week. It's coming home.
I'm always too confident. It's ridiculous. But there we go.
So that brings us to today, which is Thursday. And, well, they weren't in it.
It opened with Kit and Sarah leaving their dirty plates out overnight full of food. Like, that's gross. Don't do that.
Well, they've got other problems right now. She murdered a guy. I don't think, housekeeping is on the top of her to-do list right now.
May I suggest she didn't deal with it particularly well in this episode.
No, she didn't.
It was quite jarring, really.
Well, this episode was basically Sarah got drunk, Todd's a total dick, Christina scares George with a face mask, the end. that was pretty much it.
And #Roadie.
Well, yes. So I know that I was like the only one that was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. But after today's episode...
How weird is this match, eh? Live next door to you, Billy, so 5 words.
Mate, they do not work. And I'm so glad that Ryan was like, nah, thanks, but no thanks. I'll see you later. Bye.
I liked the way he dealt with it as well. It was very mature.
Yeah, I know. Oh, my God, that she was... it was too much. Jodie, too much, mate. Just... like, dial it back, all right? But why?
Also, where's this whole David? David's not remotely jealous.
No,
It's so
no.
weird.
It's just so... It's bizarre at this point. It's like, I thought maybe for a split second, maybe he was actually going to win her over. But then it was like, why are you looking at David when you've got Ryan in, like... so no, I'm actually really glad that Ryan was like, look, we can be friends. See you later. Bye. Good on you, Ryan.
Yeah.
He can pull... whenever he wants. So he don't need Jodie.
Nah.
And she's a liar because he absolutely is as muscular as his photos would suggest. I assume.
Yeah, he's a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man. But you know what dream is still alive until Lou gets out of prison? Because when Kit finds out he's going to drop Sarah Lou, and when she escapes this murder charge, Sarah and Ryan.
Oh, they would be sweet. They'd be too sweet. Too sweet.
Would love them together. Sarah Lou at dinner at number 6. Oh, please give it to me.
Yeah, they all murdering Sarah Lou, coming round for dirty.
We are getting to a point where there is a very because people were like, well, if Gary and Maria break up, who is on the street from Maria? There actually is a lack of age appropriate combinations that they can put together at the moment, isn't there? They've really got themselves stuck with not a lot of couples. Maybe they're going to shake it up. Maybe when Kim Wallace comes to represent Sarah Lou, she can break up Adam and Alia, because I think they would make a feisty little couple. Kim Wallace and Adam Barlow. Attorneys at law. Yes, please.
Oh, yes. They could feature heavily in Street Justice.
They could. Street Justice. Guys, you can have these ideas. They're all yours. Run with it. Run with it.
I tell you one person who isn't going to appear too much in Street Justice, and that's Todd, who, in this episode, Googled the police. Like, how do you not know the number for the police, you nincompoop?
We know that he knows where they live, so he can just walk into number 6, can't he?
He just walks in, yeah.
Obviously, Sarah was distraught in this episode. She was a mess. I thought the way he reacted, what an absolute prick.
This is it. For you and me. We're done.
Fuck off, Todd. Fuck off. Oh.
There's 2 things I wanted to say about that. A, he didn't treat Kit as badly as he treated Lisa in the street when he was like, no, Sarah, leave him alone, you know. I was like, oh, right, so you leave him alone, but not Lisa.
Exactly, yep.
And 2, I thought, yeah, they're finally addressing the abuse that he suffered. And there was a moment where I was like, oh, yeah, you know, of course, he's gone through so much. And then he just went, oh, I'm done with you. It's like, oh, God, this story is so annoying.
It annoyed me because I thought, she's been there for you. You didn't have a lot of people there for you. And her and George fought for you. And she wouldn't have been in that position if she wasn't looking out for Todd. He was threatening her. He was clearly jealous of her, because being jealous of her and Todd having a child in the past is just not a rational thing for him to be like upset about. It's just so like, I could understand if he was upset about them being close friends, but he's got this weird obsession with like them. Anyway, I just thought she was really put in a position that she shouldn't have been in. She would have felt like her life was in danger, because how couldn't you feel that way? The guy's a psychopath, and she's protected herself. And okay, yeah, she probably shouldn't have let Summer go to prison.
Probably shouldn't have Murder someone.
Killed, not murdered, killed. And it wasn't like they were going to have any
killed.
evidence anyway, because she didn't do it, as Sarah rightly points out. And I also loved that Gary said, oh, it was only a couple of weeks. She's not Nelson Mandela or anything.
Oh, I did enjoy that line.
I thought it was spot on. But yeah, no, Todd, I was so angry with him. Like, how dare you turn on Sarah? Like, I get it. She hasn't really covered herself in glory. However, it was a shit situation.
No, she's covered herself in blood.
And lies.
Blood and lies.
Blood and lies on the next episode of Street Justice. Again, I'm really annoyed that they're making him so unlikable because it's not right.
It's an odd choice, isn't it? It's an odd choice of direction.
Yeah, it is. But I did like the scene. I do like any scene with, him going back and George being just great. George is just great. And Christina, they're just great. They were a little light relief today. That was funny. So that was pretty much it, really, wasn't it?
That was it. We've made quite a biscuit out of literally a 2-second Chingate crumb.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we do it well. We do make a better meal than Kit does. There was no baked gnocchi here.
No, there was no baked gnocchi, which no one actually ate, I don't think, in the end.
Well, would you? I wouldn't have eaten that. There wasn't much of them this week. It doesn't look like there's going to be much next week. There'll be no Carla next week. Lisa's mentioned on Monday, and that's it for the week. So on Monday, we've got suspicion arises between Sarah and Jodie. Spotting Jodie outside, Sarah heads over, determined to get some answers, because at the end of today's episode, she mentioned that the dog was barking when she got hit over the head, and then you could see Sarah go, hang on, how do you know that? So this will come back up on Monday.
I was more interested in that reveal.
Yeah.
I thought that reveal was cool. I was like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Because I think there are a lot of people that think, well, maybe Sarah can flip the script and get Jodie sent down for it. She's told enough lies. She's got a gun in her box. She's got a badge in her box. She's got a Bernie's head in her box.
There's a lot of evidence that she's a weirdo.
Yep, she's probably got David's favourite funnel in her box. It doesn't sound right. Does not sound right at all. But Lisa will go to talk to Sarah next week. But Sarah knows now that Jodie knows more than she should know. So I think she's about to find out that Jodie was the one that bopped her on the head. And so then what happens? Does she blackmail? Do they blackmail each other? Or do they just keep each other's secrets?
For ages, and the whole internet has been moaning about the fact that Jodie has so many storylines.
Yep.
Perhaps there's the reason she's had so many storylines is because she's going to be more heavily involved in this fascinating murder mystery.
Don't tell people that. I don't think they're looking forward to seeing more of her.
No, I think we've all had enough of it.
I wouldn't mind if they just told us what her deal was. Like, give us something so that we're more invested. Because right now we're like, why is she doing this?
Yeah, none of it makes very much sense.
No. Now, this is not Swarla related, but on Tuesday, Summer and Amy and Asha and Nina, so Asha and Nina who are now living together, but don't get your hopes up for a Nasha return, because on Tuesday, when they're out at the bistro, they see, remember Sienna?
Yes.
Asha's supervisor, Sienna, who, when she first showed her face coming through the gates, we all panicked and thought, is that Becky? Is she playing Becky? Because it was about that time.
Oh, God.
But no, she wasn't. And I think when she started, I was like, oh, they can date. They can. So I was totally on the Asher and Sienna getting together. Well, Sienna gets stood up on Tuesday while they're all at the bistro, and the girls, they egg on Asher to go and swoop in. And it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a Asher-Sienna romance. So we'll have to think of a good ship name for them.
Sasha.
There you go. Done. Writes itself.
That's tickled you.
I'm a little bit sad for Nina because I thought, but she's probably going to go out with that cop from last week. So it's fine. She'll move on. It's all good. Now, news. So last week, I mentioned on last week's pod that Sydney Martin, Ryan Prescott and Liam McShane were all on holidays together. And because they were moving around so much, I thought it was Italy, but it was. I think they were in Ibiza. And the next day, after we recorded last week, guess who rocked up in one of Ryan Prescott's Instagram photos with that crew? Who was it?
Dun, dun, dun.
It was Ali King. They were on a bloody Connor Swain family holiday. Everyone was there, even the boyfriend, except for the only one that was missing
But
was...
as ever, Lisa was working.
Lisa was working, yeah. Everyone was like, well, where is she? Is she there also there? But yeah, how cool is that? Everyone's on holiday, so we're going to, about, 12 weeks? I think they all might have a tan.
Yeah, I bet they're all having a wonderful time. And yes, I love it. I love it when soap actors come back and they've got a tan and it doesn't really make very much sense.
You might have missed this from last year because it was mid-Becky storyline, but Ryan went to Ireland to visit Michelle and he came back.
Yeah.
He looked like Ross from Friends in that episode where he gets all the fake tan. He was so brown and everyone was like, have you really been in Ireland, Ryan?
I love that line. Was their place the sun?
Yeah, the sun. It's so good. Because he always comes back from holiday with a really heavy tan. It's very funny.
Yeah, he's bronzy, isn't he? He gets very bronzed.
Now, what isn't funny is that the British Soap Awards have been cancelled.
I know, I'm so sad.
It already caused quite an uproar when it was rested this year, but ITV have said not going to move forward with it, so it's been canned.
Too expensive, right?
I guess they can't justify the cost of putting on an award show, and people are quite upset about it because,
Such a bummer.
there have been calls for another network to pick it up, but who knows? I don't know. I mean, maybe something will pop up in its place.
Channel 5, come on.
I mean, look, maybe you'll just have to settle for the Swarlanation Street Awards, which I'll tell you more about in a moment.
Exciting news.
That'll be the awards of the year.
Yeah.
The other award, which was held this week, was the Trick Awards. But Corrie struck out completely. But Emmerdale proved to be the big soap winner for the night and took out Soap of the Year, and soap actor was Jeff Hordley. So, Kane's incontinence has paid off.
Oh, God. People really don't like that storyline, but I do think Emmerdale in general, some of this shit aside with Dr. Todd, has been pretty good of late. I do enjoy Emmerdale the most.
I think the level is consistent. Like, it's always generally pretty good. And then they have good episodes in there, but I don't know. They just have less misses, I think.
I agree with that, and I think there's several characters in that show that kind of lift it. There's a lot of good to Emmerdale, which I don't think any of the other soaps quite has in such abundance.
Well, speaking of all the soaps, don't forget, Soap Week 2026, July 6th to July 12th. Celebrating soaps, go to the website, soap-week.com for all of the details. Conversation Street podcast, Gemma and Michael, they're organising the Walk for Webster on the Saturday. They're raising money for dementia charity. And they're also doing on the Sunday the big massive soap quiz for 2026.
Which cannot wait for.
Which I'm currently working on. So it's going to be a good one.
Oh, can't wait. Love a soap quiz. Can't wait.
So that'll be a live premiere on YouTube. So we'll look forward to that. But also what we're doing for Soap Week is holding the inaugural Swarlanation Street Awards. Many awards that you can go and vote on next week. Ridiculous categories, all based on Swarla.
Or Swarla adjacent.
All Swarla related, Swarla adjacent, all ridiculous. None of them are serious. It's absolutely there for just a bit of fun to be had. The voting will be open this week, and then I think we might do a little bit of I think we'll put on an award show during Soap Week to announce the winners.
Fantastic. We'll get our glad rags on.
Get your glad rags on and attend the YouTube premiere if I can work out how to do that.
I can't wait.
Now, from Webster Walk to Webster Watch.
Rosie? Oh, look at the state of it.
What have you done?
What a slapper. Sophie, what would Jesus say? Hey, babe. Well, knock yourself out with your hymn book. Don't look as tarty on me. Sophie, I'm not tarty.
My daughter's a lesbian.
Shut it, you.
Oh, Belty. Oh, we rattle jokey.
You stop winding it up.
Sophie, Rosie, get off me, you stupid house. Hi.
And I have nothing to report.
That's a shame.
I know. She's still not back on Coronation Street, and she still hasn't shown up in Hollyoaks yet, but when she does, you'll hear about it. So, that leads us into the sapphic soap segment that we like to call Queer as Soap. There hasn't been a lot of Maeve in the last couple of weeks. She's appeared, very briefly. But I do have to say, this week's episodes of Shortland Street have been absolutely fantastic. Oh, there's been this whole baby saga where Monique has been pregnant and she's married to Nars, but when they broke up, she slept with Marty. We love Marty. Marty's like the nicest guy. Marty and Mon are supposed to be together, and it's actually his baby, and that everybody else knew that he was baby, but not Marty.
Oh, I love a Who's the Daddy storyline.
Yeah. So Marty's ex-wife, who he was sort of trying to get back, and Monique's husband both had to perform surgery on Monique when she went into labour and like almost died. And Marty was there because he had to save the baby, and he saves the baby, and then Monique's almost dying, and he says, "Don't, you can't, I love you," in front of his like ex-wife and her husband. Oh my God, it was so good.
Oh, that's awkward.
I want them together so bad. The episodes this week were done so well. They were written so well. It was just, jump on board. Shortland Street. I'm actually annoyed that there's only 3 episodes a week. What has been happening on EastEnders? I saw one thing, and I think it's probably the only thing that I needed to see from EastEnders this week.
Yeah, it's been a big week for Suk Eve. I absolutely love this pairing, and I keep questioning to myself, why is there not as much coverage of them as there is for Carla and Lisa in like the magazines and stuff? I don't really know why.
This has been a topic on Twitter because there are a lot of Suk Eve fans that are really quite upset about the lack of coverage. I think because it airs on the BBC, there's probably less promo.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to promote as much as ITV. With ITV, I think it's really beneficial for them and Inside Soap to feed each other.
Yeah.
And so that's why they have that relationship, and they need each other more than the BBC needs, a magazine. So, and commercially, they're a business, so they're going to put on the cover what sells, and if Swarla sells, then they'll keep doing it. But, fair question.
Well, anyway, the Suk Eve storyline took real centre stage this week. 2 duffs, which is always a good sign.
Yep.
They're going through the adoption process. Spoiler alert, it all happens to go well, which is quite against the run of play, but the weekends with them basically fostering a child, and it was a very sweet and very wonderful to see, featuring a real lesbian in a real storyline about lesbians. It shouldn't matter, but for some reason to me it does.
And she slapped the shit out of Nicola.
Yeah. So alongside that, there's this weird, I don't really know why they hate each other, but why not?
Yep.
Suki and Nicola obviously hate each other greatly, but no one's quite sure why. Yeah, there was all that bubbling under, and I loved it when she belted her one. I mean, obviously I don't condone violence, but it was a great slap.
It was a great slap. It was a slap and a half is what it was. Because her line was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was something about the kids. There was like, one's dead, one's missing, and one's Vinny.
She's always going to defend Suki's honour.
Yep.
So that storyline is taking centre stage. Long may it continue. And there was a good interview with Heather Peace on Lorraine Kelly. That's not how Lorraine Kelly sounds. But yeah, it's great.
Now, the numbers have been down right across the board because you guys have been like outside enjoying the heat. Enjoying, maybe? I don't know.
Sweating.
It's been hot. So no one's been watching telly. So overall, the numbers are down a bit. But Corrie has been... You know how I was surprised a few weeks ago that they were in the top 5?
Yeah.
They have been consistently in the top 5. All of the episodes are rating really highly. All of them definitely a high top 10 for the last month. Solid. That's really good.
Wow. Well, that's all down to Swarla, obviously.
You know what that tells me?
What?
Jodie pulls in viewers, people. More Jodie.
Why are you saying this? You're going to cause yourself an internet rumpus.
It's the only conclusion I can draw from that.
Well, they better give her more storylines then.
Yeah. There might be one that she's still not in. That's a pretty, we actually have made quite a big meal out of those few crumbs, but let's do some feedback on last week's episode.
So here's the feedback from YouTube from our last episode. So CJ369-V1R, very catchy name there. Great episode again, ladies. My money is on Todd being the killer. Never mind.
Well...
I think Todd has blocked it from his memory and doesn't even realise he's the one who killed Theo. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Can't help but think This life-changing thing that happens to Betsy has something to do with Mason. On soaps here in the US, oh, you're in the US, hope you're enjoying the soccer. When a character who's been dead for over a year starts being mentioned a lot, you can pretty much bet that there is a back from the dead story coming.
They would not do that to Betsy again, would they? No. 2 loved ones back from the dead within a year? No.
2 back from the deads in 1 year. That's clumsy, that is. And I really don't want Ryan and Jodie together. He deserves better. Yeah, agreed.
Well, there you go. You've got to win there.
I'm sort of hoping they break up, Kit and Sarah, and put her with Ryan. Oh, so like what you said.
That's, I'm on what are we calling them? Cyan?
Rarer.
Rarer? Who cares? Put them together. I agree. CJ?
And from @BizDixon 6561, Batman and Mr. Bean were so hilarious. Love that, Tracy. I was surprised Carla took that in her stride. Lol.
Tracy doesn't even upset her anymore. She's not even like, I think Tracy needs to up her game. Carla just doesn't, nothing Tracy does phases her anymore. She's too happy. She's too happy to engage. This is what being married to Lisa has done to her. One of my posts from last week did cause a bit of a discussion.
Oh, no.
So I tweeted,
yep,
as adorable as the scene of them washing up in the kitchen was, it's hard to believe these two don't own a dishwasher. Well, do you think people were quick to remind me that even though you may have a dishwasher, you can still wash your dishes by hand? I'm like, guys, I know. It was a joke. But people are really passionate about washing up.
You can't make a joke on Twitter.
Not anymore. But no, they took it as a joke. Well, most people took it as a joke.
I can't believe there's controversy over a dishwasher. The world is odd.
Somebody did say, well, they do have one, but Lisa just enjoys wearing marigolds that are too big for her.
Oh, cute.
Yana said, another fabulously funny episode, something I never thought I'd hear someone say, a very hot Mr. Bean. Did you see that somebody pulled out a picture of Mr. Bean in his pajamas that kind of looked like Lisa's shirt, the brown and white stripes?
Oh, God. Oh, I did not know this, but that does not surprise me at all.
It's not exactly the same, but it's close enough to be funny, you know? Lorraine Tutty said, yes, walking entertainment, love it, thanks for the laughs. And as we know from last week, she looks crazy when she walks because she has AirPods and nobody knows that she's listening to us.
She's got a long hair.
Yep, she's got long hair and AirPods, yep. So you just look insane. Lean into it.
Chris Horrocks.
Yeah, what does Chris have to say?
Not another one. Not another one. He just used the GIF.
Now, guys, we now have 8 subscribers on Blue Sky.
Woo!
8 subscribers. Thank you very much. If you'd like to join us on Blue Sky, even more exciting, Jules, friend of the podcast Jules, is now a member on our Buy Me a Coffee page. And she's joined up on the tier. She's such a good mate tier. So thank you so much, Jules, for supporting the pod. And if you'd like to do the same, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Swarlanation Street podcast. You can also email us on swarlanationstreetpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on the Twitters, the YouTubes, the Instagrams, the TikToks, and yes, indeed, the Blue Sky. So where else could you find us? Really? MySpace?
Oh, Bebo.
I don't even know what that is.
Friends Reunited.
I don't know. I reckon maybe we should bring back MySpace.
Oh, I love MySpace.
We could put our top 5 friends on.
Good days.
Anyway, it's obviously boiling over there, I'm assuming.
I honestly...
No one over there in the UK has mentioned the heat. Handling it very well.
So the current temperature here in the southwest of England is 35 degrees.
It's fucking 9 degrees here, mate, and I am freezing my ass off. I hate it.
It's honestly too hot.
There's only one way to make this end, and the power is all yours. You got to do it. You got to take your chance. Come on.
In order that I go and have a wee, I am terminating the interview at 13:15 on the 25th of the 6th, 2026.
Bye.
Finally, you're going home. I decide when she goes home.
Is this going to take long?
It'll take as long as it takes. You need to let her go. Wait there. Let me find the key. You're free to go.
Why?
Because I'm the supervising officer and I say so.